Hello, welcome to another game. This time we're going to learn about the support champion, Thresh. Thresh's rune page is going to look something like this, taking Aftershock, Font of Life, Bone Plating, and Overgrowth. Next, they will usually go into the Inspiration Tree, take something like Biscuits and Cosmic Insight, some attack speed, and some armor. This is typically what a rune page could look like. There's obviously going to be some variation between different games. Usually Thresh will take the Ignite or Exhaust Summoner spell, usually the Ignite Summoner spell, and always the Flash Summoner spell. Okay, so let's get into the practice tool. Alright, welcome to the practice tool. So, let's start with some Thresh. Thresh's passive is Thresh collects the souls of the dead enemies that die near him. So let's go to a lane here. And so this works on champions, minions, and jungle monsters as well. Okay, so eventually something's gonna drop this little red thing here, and that's called a soul. As Thresh gets more souls, he gets more ability power and armor. Stacking. See, it's a... but Thresh doesn't gain armor per level, so he really needs these souls to get armor. So, see the soul? He just walks near it, picks it up. Now I have 3. Excellent. Alright, so that's Thresh's passive. Thresh's Q ability is a hook. So, it has about this range. So, Thresh is what we call a hook champion, so it'll shoot the hook this range exactly straight in a line. And if it connects with an enemy champion, it will pull them in twice. And I can also, at any point throughout that, reactivate the Q ability, and it will pull me towards them. So 1, 2, and I can pull. I could also not reactivate and just 1, 2. And that's it. Simple as that. I can also reactivate as soon as I hit them, anytime during the 2 pulls. And that's pretty much it. It pulls me towards them, pulls them towards me, little bit of damage, grants sight of them. Okay. Next is Thresh's W. Thresh's W is a lantern ability, so you see it here. I'll show you. See that circle? That's that circle there. You can throw it anywhere in this radius here, so I'll throw it all the way over there. And basically what happens is if an enemy, if an ally clicks on the lantern, or if they're in the radius of the circle, they'll get a small shield. And if they click on it, they will be dragged to me very quickly. It's hard to show you in this, but basically if they click on the little lantern here, see how the symbol has, and then the arrow is coming towards me. And that's pretty much the lantern ability. Thresh can also use lanterns to gather souls. But that's a rare use of it. Next is the E. So you'll notice that there's 2 directional arrows here. And so if I hold my cursor on the top side of Thresh, it will push them both towards the top side of Thresh. If I hold my cursor on the bottom side of Thresh, it will push them both towards the bottom side. I could also try and push them that way, and I can push them that way. So if they're to the side of me, it works. I missed with that one because, as you can see, they're not in the actual indicator. Okay, and that's his E, basically. It pushes them, and it will slow them once they get pushed. So I can pull them towards me or push them away from me, depending on which way my cursor is pointed. Right, and finally my R ability Just create some walls here, and as you can see, it does damage to the target if it hits them. It also slows them as they walk through it. Doesn't apply to jungle monsters, just enemy champions. Alright, and that's Thresh.